welcome back to Domo Bolivariano in Barquisimeto, Venezuela for the 2016 South American Women's Championship. We are about to start our fourth game of the day between the host nation Venezuela and Peru. Both of these teams seeing their first action in this tournament in this game. You see the results of the day's games already. Paraguay defeated Uruguay 62-56. Argentina big over Ecuador 71-37. Brazil defeated Chile 104-54. There's a look at Group B. Argentina on top with 2 points. Ecuador with 1. Peru and Venezuela yet to play. Alongside my partner, Victor Mansour, I'm Craig Feta saying once again, welcome in. We're glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around South America or around the world. This is the 2016 South American Championship for women. The top 4 in this tournament qualify for FIBA Americas in 2017, along with the top 4 in Centro Basket.
Beautiful opening before the game here. We had lights went off, screens everywhere. The movie got the environment ready. People are loving it. That's how they do it here in Barquisimeto, and they ready to see their national team perform. And we are too. Let's see if Peru can contain this first punch by Venezuela, because they've been practicing for 3 months, playing at home. They might bring it at first. So Peru really looking to control at first, and as things easy down, look to settle in and play their game.
Just completed the introductions for the team from Peru, and now you're going to hear a lot of noise as I introduce the team from Venezuela. This Venezuelan team, pretty experienced. Pretty good showing last year in FIBA Americas in Edmonton. Coached by Oscar Silva. A lot of familiar names on this Venezuelan squad. Landeta, Silva, Corrales, Garcia, Marquez, Wallen, Ortega, Duran, Garate, Perez. Peru comes into this game unranked in the FIBA World Rankings. Venezuela ranked number 31. And if you are Team Peru, you are going to have to withstand not only the Venezuelans, but the crowd as well.
Yes, they get loud here. They get the chance. They're going to boo Peru when they have the ball. So Peru's got to play through that 40 minutes.
Time now for the anthems. First, the national anthem of Peru.
himno
Anthem for
de la República
Venezuela.
Bolivariana de Venezuela.
The national anthem for the home team. They are wearing their dark uniforms in this one. Peru in the whites. Venezuela on the home bench.
Venezuela known for being vino tinto. You see right there on the sign behind the referees, and that means red wine.
Yes. That an apt description of the color of this Venezuelan national teams. Once again, welcome in to the 2016 South American Women's Championship, live from Domo Bolivariano in Barquisimeto, Venezuela. As we get a look at the team roster for Peru, coached by Mariano Ivanicki. And let's get a look at the starters for Team Peru. At guard, number 6, Daniela Porras. Also at guard, number 8, Ana Farfan. At forward, Alessandro Vera. Also at forward, number 4, Maria Bellatine. And at center, Jimena Vega, wearing number 13. And there's a look at the Vino Tinto. The full roster for Team Venezuela, coached by the legendary Oscar Silva. As we look at the starters for Team Venezuela, at guard, number 5, Rosalis Silva. At forward, number 8, Ivani Marquez. Also at forward, number 14, Valeska Perez. And Venezuela going with a pair of centers. Number 6, Yosimar Corrales, and number 7, Ana Garcia. Team Peru getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Mariano Ivanicki. And Victor, this is going to be a hostile environment for Peru. No doubt you've played in some difficult environments before. How do you tune the crowd out?
Well, as a matter of fact, if you come in focused, actually that hostile environment can work towards you, because you tend to block everybody out, block every noise out, and kind of like play you against the world. So hopefully the Peru national team can have that sensibility to bring in the environment in their favor.
You got to look at the game officials for this one. Reynaldo Mercedes from the Dominican Republic, Sebastian Rebolledo from Chile, and Gustavo Coco from Paraguay. Our FIBA commissioner for this game, once again, Luis Gutierrez from Venezuela.
You see Silva right here, high hopes from the Venezuela team for her, and she bulked up a little bit from last summer, as she's a fine player, can get to the basket, can score in bunches, can shoot the outside shot. So Miss Silva is the one to look out if you're the Peru team.
We will also see quite a bit of Mariana Duran at the point. Bellatine jumping against Ana Garcia, and it goes out of bounds. It will be Peru ball. And Bellatine to her left, picked up by Garcia. Now Vera. Three-pointer on the way. That's up and good for Ana Farfan.
And we saw Peru practice yesterday. They ran 5-on-5 half court for about an hour. So you saw here in the first possession, disciplined offense that led to a wide open three.
Ivani Marquez answers for Venezuela. We are tied up at 3. I don't see where the drums are in here, but I can definitely hear them.
And a three-point showing so far.
Another 3 on the way from Farfan. That's no good. Here comes Venezuela. Perez leaves it underneath. Pretty feed to Yosimar Corrales. And Venezuela up 5-3.
Perez, the ability to cross over, get in the lane, the no-look pass. What a fine young player she is.
Bellatine hands to Vera. Now to Vega. Back to Alessandra Vera. Peru turns it over. Perez, baseball pass up ahead to Marquez, and now that was Corrales trying the over-the-head pass back to Ivani Marquez. It gets tipped out of bounds. It'll remain with Venezuela. Marquez to Perez. Three-pointer on the way. That's good. Celesca Perez hits from 3, and it's an 8-3 lead now for the host Venezuelans.
Venezuela coming out firing all cylinders. Out of bounds play, well drawn, led to a wide open corner 3.
Kick out, stolen away by Silva. Silva gets the layup, and it's 10-3 in favor of Venezuela. No timeout yet for Mariano Ivaniki.
You see the firepower of Venezuela scoring 10 points in less than a minute and a half.
Vega working top of the key. Hands to Porras, and a foul.
As the game goes on, Peru, they got to be careful with the handoffs, and Venezuela starting to switch it as they have seen it a couple of times.
Foul was on Yosimar Corrales. Her first, team's first. Porras to inbound. Gets it to Vega. Vega on the handoff to Farfan. 10 to shoot. Left side. Now they bounce it in to Vega. Vega back out to Vera. 3 to shoot. Into the lane. Throws it up and in.
Great shot.
5 now Venezuela.
Got in the lane, challenged the 2 defenders, and was able to get that one to go. That's what you want, Peru. You don't want to settle just for the outside game. Make sure you get into the paint.
Marquez to inbound. Finds Silva. Mishandles the dribble. And she's fouled by Vera. Marquez to inbound again. Fans trying to start the wave here. Behind the back dribble for Perez. Long 2, no good. Rebounded by Porras. And Peru turns it over.
Silva just a great defender, puts so much pressure on the ball. Peru got to look to pass it up, give it up to advance the court. And Perez, it's a second three-pointer here as she's clicking all cylinders.
13-5 now for Venezuela. Kick out. Vega looking for some help. Now a three on the way. That's Ana Farfan, and she hits another three. Pass nearly tipped. Ivani Marquez outside to Silva, three on the clock. Silva drives baseline, hangs, won't fall in. Rebounded by Garcia. And she will go to the free throw line.
Got a chance to see this Venezuela team back in this in January in the Rio 2016 test event, and I'm happy to see that 3 months after practicing, as coach mentioned, they went in tours, they went to China. They look sharp so far, and this Peru-Venezuela head-to-head matchup, Peru has won 4 out of the 6, but Venezuela came out with the last 2, so we're going to see if they can three-peat.
Both free throws good for Ana Garcia. And it's 15-8. Now Bellatine calling for some help, finally gets some. Farfan to Vega, now the handoff to Porras. Porras splits the defense, high off the glass and in. Nice drive by Daniela Porras.
Peru with looks well coached right now, a lot of poise. And we're off to an exciting game, my friend.
Morales can't handle the pass, and it's Peru ball with a chance to cut into this 5-point lead. Bellatine gives it up to Vega. Vega working on Yosimar Corrales. Now a three on the way. That's good. Porras hits from three. Peru cuts the lead to 2, and Peru sharp from outside. 3 of 4 from beyond the arc.
Exciting start to this game. Long bombs flying everywhere.
Now Perez for 3. She hits, and Venezuela 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. 18-13, 5:15 to play first quarter. Bellatine drives baseline, gets cut off on the rotation by Corrales. Bellatine now for 3. She can't continue the long-range parade. Now Marquez for 3. That's good. Ivani Marquez makes it 21-13, and Venezuela is absolutely shooting the lights out early on. And now Mariano Ivaniki wants timeout. 4:51 to play, an 8-point lead for Venezuela. This is the 2016 South American Women's Championships live from Barquisimeto.
Volvamos rápido. La que está atrás de la línea, tiro libre, vuelve el equilibrio defensivo. La otra carga el rebote. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Vamos a pararla. Quedan 4:51. Meta, que no meta más de 4 puntos. Meta, defensa. Y todas las que entren igual. Y todas las que entren igual. Vamos, arriba.
Coach Mariano Ivaniki from Peru trying to tell their players, as the shot goes up, those that are above the free throw line, make sure you get back, and those forward from the free throw line, attack the glass.
Bellatine on the handoff, now the kick out. Farfan for 3. No good, rebounded by Silva.
Peru sticking with the drive-in dish and the long bombs.
Perez Out to Ivani Marquez. Vega tipped it, and then it went off of Marquez. It'll be Peru ball.
And beautiful read by Vera. She saw the cross-court pass, and she read that well, just enough to get a tip and confuse the Venezuela player, not able to handle.
Into the corner now, and stepping on the sideline is Alessandra Vera. Oh, that was pretty close. Perez, left side, driving baseline, lobs it inside to Garcia. Tipped around and controlled by Vera. And then Peru promptly turns it over. 3 on the way, pops out for Silva.
As they
Still an
finally
8-point lead for
miss that
Venezuela.
three.
Another turnover, up ahead to Silva. She pulls up, long 2-pointer, no good. Rebound taken by Peru. That's Jimena Vega. Bellatine on the handoff to Farfan. Spin move, kicks out to Vega. 10 to shoot, still plenty of time. Bellatine over to Porras for 3. And Peru has cooled off from the 3-point line. Perez gets grabbed by Porras to prevent the layup.
Perez comes at you with kind of like a loose dribble. She can go anywhere. That time in and out, as you see right there, a beautiful in and out. Just enough to be with the cross check, but Perez, crafty player.
Lob inside to Garcia, a little bit too much traffic. Gets tipped out of bounds by Veronica Cosmopoulos. Perez misses the 3-pointer. And Vera can't handle the pass. 2:42 to play first quarter. Still an 8-point lead for Venezuela. Both of these teams undergoing a little bit of a scoring drought right now. Peru has not scored since the 5:38 mark.
Kind of
It's almost
expected
3
too,
minutes.
Craig. They started off way too hot. And all of a sudden here, see if the bench players can come in and lift them up.
Perez, crossover there on Cosmopoulos. Lobs it down low. Tried to get it to Landeta, but it goes off of her hands and out of bounds. Cheryl Renault into the game now as well for Venezuela. Vera working her way around Bellatine. Bellatine, baseline jumper. Pretty shot there by Maria Bellatine.
Pretty shot and tough shot. Able to stop on the dime, elevate, and make it look easy.
6-point lead for Venezuela. Perez around the screen. Gets it out to Landeta. Jump shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Cosmopoulos. Bellatine underneath, a good find underneath. Wild shot by Romina Mansilla, however, as the defense collapsed in a hurry. Perez left side. Daniela Wallen.
Looked like she was going for the pick and roll, and Wallen just threw the pass. She was not looking.
Cosmopoulos left side to Vera. Kick out to Bellatine. 3 on the way. That circles out. Long 2 is no good by Ortega. Inside of a minute to play now. First quarter, 6-point lead for Venezuela. And despite the drought by Peru, Venezuela not able to run away just yet. 4 on the shot clock. Cosmopolis kicks into the corner. 3 on the way. Short by Gabriela Duarte. 25 seconds to play in the quarter now. Perez getting around Cosmopolis. Now back to Landeta. Jump shot. No. Bellatine the rebound. Over to Duarte. 10 on the clock. Drive by Mansilla. Bumps into a defender. Oh, and a long pass ahead to Luciano Ortega. Can't get the layup to fall, but what a pass. And the first quarter ends with Venezuela on top, 21-15. This is the 2016 South American Championship for Women, live from Domo Bolivariano in Venezuela. Underway second quarter. Venezuela with a 6-point lead, 21-15. Nice pass inside from Ortega to Duarte. Beg your pardon, that's Renault.
Textbook execution of the pick and roll. Drive middle right there. Perfect timing on that pass. And Renault able to be strong with it and finish. See if she can complete the bonus shot, the three-point play.
She does. Up to a 9-point lead now, 24-15 in favor of Venezuela. Peru has not shot a free throw yet. Mansilla.
And that has to do a lot with their philosophy. They're hanging around the perimeter, shooting the three-pointers and not driving to the basket as much.
Cosmopolis got boxed up and she threw it off the leg of Ortega. It will be Peru ball. Do they reset the shot clock to 15? It's at 5 right now. Did I say 15? 14. That's what I meant. They will not, so it stays at 5. Duarte gets it into Porras. Long three-pointer. No good, but Jimena Vega comes in from behind and commits the foul.
Peru still yet to change their defense and try to take away Venezuela from their comfort zone. Venezuela just cruising, playing their style so far.
Here's Duran. Nice feed to Renault, but she could not finish. Drive by Porras, throws it up and in. The foul is going to be, they're going to call that an offensive foul.
The basket is going to count. What we're saying here is that the foul was after the shot. That way, count the basket, but the push-up.
It's kind of an unusual call. At any rate, the basket counts for Porras, cuts the lead to 7, 24-17. And a steal by Cosmopoulos.
Horns action here with the two high players by the free throw line, and
Wild left-hand shot by Duarte.
not quite the shot they wanted.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Now the kick into the corner, Ortega back out to Duran. Now Renault back to Ortega. Nice ball movement by Venezuela this time. Duran for three. A little too strong. Daniela Wallen with the follow, can't get it. Now a jump ball called. It will be Peru ball as you look at the possession arrow.
Venezuela now, as the bench players come in, having some struggles to score the basketball. So what they got to do is they got to focus on the defense, make sure they get some steals or get the rebound and try to get a flow in the transition game, in a fast break game.
Bellatine.
And if you're Peru, a couple of buckets here would not hurt.
Venezuela pushing Peru out. And Peru turns it over. .7:52 to play in the second quarter. Venezuela a 7-point lead. Not much scoring in this quarter so far. Duran changes direction, gets it over to Wallen. Now a quick little move by Luciano Ortega. And a foul by Renault, her first. First on the team. Pass to Bellatine, nearly stolen. Now Vera for three. That's good.
And Peru really needed that. And now with that three-pointer followed by the basket before, close into a 4-point game, as the Venezuela bench still yet to make an impact.
Foul's going to be on number 8 for Peru, Ana Farfan. And now Venezuela sending a couple of its starters back in. Silva and Garcia come in. Duran around the screen by Garcia, kicks it out to Corrales. She gets bottled up and a foul called. That will be on Alessandra Vera.
Vera not too happy with the call. She thought she had both hands on the ball, but as we see there, she came over to help, and she might have a case, but referee just saw that too much contact.
Corrales gets the free throw. Makes it a 5-point lead. Hits them both. Makes the lead her number at 6. And now Perez comes back on to replace Duran for Team Venezuela.
Is Perez still guarded by Cosmopoulos? Interested to see if she can take advantage of her size and take her towards the basket or something down low at the post.
Farfan Over to Bellatine, open jumper, short. Rebounded by Vega. Vega out to Farfan for three, no. Bellatine, the nice rebound. Actually, she had it taken away from her by Silva. And you have to wonder if Cosmopoulos on the other end offensively, being guarded by Perez, will try to run her around.
And you see right here, Cosmopoulos was guarding Perez, but she...
Oh, pretty shot around the screen by Perez.
She says, why go inside if I can make it from the outside?
29-20 now, 6:10 to play second quarter.
I got some rage, Mr. Victor. What are you talking about?
Baseline drive kicked into the corner for Farfan. 10 on the shot clock. Vera kicks it out to Cosmopoulos, a little too far for her. And now stolen away by Venezuela. 4-on-2 break. Silva takes it all the way, can't get it to fall. Garcia the rebound, and has it taken away by Farfan.
Peru want to keep this game on a half-court set. They're down 9. They're within striking distance. So make sure they keep running your offense. Don't get into the transition games of Venezuela.
Cosmopoulos out to Bellatine. Now the cross-court pass. 3 on the way. Vera misses from that side.
That looked long as it left her hand.
Now Silva along 2, no good. Rebounded by Wallen.
Tell her what though, Perez, she's a flashy player.
Garcia tips the rebound, but
a simple pass to her has got to look a little bit with more flavor, and I like that.
Inside 5 minutes to play now, second quarter. Cosmopoulos picked back up by Corrales. Now Vega, 5 to shoot. Ana Farfan to Bellatine for 3, no. Farfan fought for it on the floor. Now Vega ends up with it. And Vega goes up and rattles it in.
Not a pretty possession at all. Not a pretty shot either, but Peru will take the 2 points.
Beg your pardon, that was Vera, not Vega, who scored there. She's got 7 points now. Perez to her left. Corrales on the drive, spins past Bellatine, kicks it out. Garcia, her jumper won't go. Silva swoops in for the rebound. Now Perez left wide open for the 3. That's short. And now Silva and Cosmopoulos tied up. Silva, I beg your pardon, that foul's going to be on Ana Garcia.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be called on Silva too, but
Ivani Marquez back on for Venezuela.
Peru, if they were to show something different on defense, you want to do it here in the last part of the second quarter, or you might want to hold it up at the beginning of the second half.
The starters for Peru logging heavy minutes so far. Vera, kick out to Farfan. Shakes the defender, launches the 3, no good. Rebound by Marquez. Pass into the corner for Silva. 3, yes! Back to a 9-point lead for Venezuela, 31-22, 3:20 to play, second quarter. Farfan, right side, 3 on the way, that's good! Vera hits again.
And the way the offenses are set up, their plays come a lot for these pin down screens and side screens for players to come out shooting. And so far, we have seen a 3-point fest. Peru going 5 for 16 on the 3-point line, and Venezuela 6 for 11. You see a beautiful arcing shot there by Silva, and she says, finally.
Josimar Corrales from the free throw line, short. 2:58 to play, second quarter. Final game of the day. Second free throw good. In our first game, Paraguay beat Uruguay 62-56. Argentina took out Ecuador in the second game, 71-35. And then in game 3, Brazil destroyed Chile, 104-54. 4 more games on tap tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. Chile takes on Paraguay. Then at 1:15, we expect that's going to be a good game between Colombia and Brazil. Then at 4:15, Peru back in action, taking on Argentina. And then at 6:30, Venezuela takes the court again to take on Ecuador. Peru has cut it to 5. They trailed by 9 moments ago. Farfan, 7 on the shot clock. Vera for 3. Missed that one badly. So far for Vera, she's either made them or missed them badly from 3-point range.
And here you see Peru shows a 2-3 zone. Something different.
Inside to Garcia, she gives it to Perales, and Perales scores.
And Venezuela looked ready for that. They ran the ball on the baseline, made the defense shift, and then it was able to get the trailer on the cut.
1:30 to play in this second quarter. Vera to Vega, now to Farfan. 3 on the way. No good by Duarte. And it's going to be Venezuela ball with 1:16 to play in the half.
34-27, 1:16 as you mentioned, Greg. Important possessions here. If you're Venezuela, you want to make sure that you score against the zone and send them a message.
Marquez back to Perez.
Perez, flashy player with the
Oh
left.
my! Beautiful shot there by Valeska Perez.
She showed a fake pass in the beginning, ended up cutting towards the basket and finished with the reverse hand. Beautiful play with the offhand.
40 seconds now to play in the second quarter. 8 on the shot clock. Bellatine, I think she's played the entire first half. Launches the 3. Beg your pardon, that's not Bellatine, that is Duarte. Bellatine is still on the floor, however. Now Vera.
Nice crossover.
It's to Vega. Vega traveled. Bellatine did have a short rest, but she's played almost 18 minutes of this first half, as has Jimena Vega. She's played almost 17. Perez has played over 16.
5 seconds
5 left
here.
on the clock. Silva gets to the baseline. Will she get a shot off? She will not. And so the score at halftime, Venezuela 36, Peru 27. This is the 2016 South American Championship for Women, live from Domo Bolivariano in Barquisimeto. Peru shooting very well from 2-point range, 6 of 9, 5 of 19 from 3. Venezuela 6 of 19 from 2-point range, 6 of 12 from 3-point range. Peru did not shoot a free throw in the first half. Peru out-rebounding Venezuela, 17-16. That bodes well for Peru if they can keep up that rebounding. Peru, however, with 12 turnovers in the first half. Venezuela really took good care of the ball. They had just 4 turnovers. Vera leading with 10 points. Vega with 6 rebounds. Vega with 4 assists. Perez leading Venezuela with 14 points and 3 assists. Rosalie Silva has 5 rebounds. for Venezuela. As we look at the complete scoring list for Peru, Belatin has 2, Porras has 7, Farfan 6. Mancilla played but did not score in the first half. Vera has the 10. Duarte and Cosmopolis each played but did not score. And Jimena Vega with 2 points. For Venezuela, Landeta played but did not score. Silva with 4. Yosimar Corrales with 7. Ana Garcia 2. Ivani Marquez 6. Wallen, Ortega, and Duran all played in the first half, but did not score. Valesca Perez has 14 points. Renault has 3. As we look at some of the highlights, and you're going to see a lot of three-point shooting in this first half by both clubs. 19 three-pointers launched by Peru, 12 launched by Venezuela. Another 3, that one by Porras. Now Perez, the step back 3. Honest, there were some plays made from inside the three-point arc. There's one. Venezuela as many three-point shots made as two-point shots. Peru with 1 fewer three-pointer than two-pointer. 36-27 at halftime, Venezuela leads. This is the 2016 South American Championship for Women, live from Barquisimeto in Venezuela. Welcome back to Barquisimeto, the home of the 2016 South American Championships for women. Fourth and final game of the day. Venezuela leading Peru at halftime, 36-27. As we run down the other scores from today. Our first game, Paraguay and Uruguay. Paraguay, the winner in that one, 62-56. Second game, Argentina handled Ecuador 71-35, and then game 3, Brazil destroyed Chile 104-54. And here we are in game number 4, Venezuela leading Peru 36-27. We've got 4 more games on tap tomorrow, starting off with Chile and Paraguay at 11 a.m. local time, which is also Eastern time in the U.S. Followed up at 1:15 by what we expect to be a very good matchup between Colombia and Brazil. Then at 4:15, Argentina and Peru. And then at 6:30, Ecuador and Venezuela. This is a Group B matchup. First Group B games of this tournament.
Fran, Jimmy, fíjate que por ahí, cuando trabajamos doble, ¿sí? Y meter la cortina, ellas están cambiando. Sale la tuya con ella y recién quédate con una flaca, la alera esa, para jugar acá el 1 contra 1. Entonces, mira por arriba, después si te dan el pase, mira por arriba el hombro, aquí tenés, jugarle 1 contra 1. La vez que le jugaste fuiste para abajo. ¿Sí? Hey, paciencia, paciencia. Dale, vamos.
Glad you can be with us. I'm Craig Feda alongside Victor Mansour. And Victor, Peru not out of this one by any stretch of the imagination. They're only down 9 points. I think if they take a little bit better care of the basketball
and stick to their game plan. It's very clear that Peru, they want to run the 24 seconds shot clock down a little bit, get to the drive and dish motion and the dribble hands off and look for those 3-pointers. So hopefully they can knock a few down here early on and get themselves back closer than the 9-point difference that they have. And if you're Venezuela, you want to keep your foot at the pedal. Don't allow Peru to think that they're still in this game and give them hope. To make sure you build this lead.
Marquez tried to lob it inside to Renault, who has started this second half. Now Silva, the reverse layup.
And just to mention, we're so privileged, to be here in the position we are, Greg, and just able to see the Venezuela deaf basketball team here present watching the game. They're going to compete in the Deaf Pan American games. They got a great squad. I've seen them in action in a couple of world championships.
3 up and good for Daniela Porras.
And FIBA, a proud partner of DIBF, that stands for the Deaf International Basketball Federation.
Marquez trying to answer and does.
So just like we started the first quarter, this is how we're starting the second half with 3-pointers everywhere.
41-30 now. Farfan right side, guarded by Marquez. 5 to shoot. Porras into the corner, now the baseline to Vega. Vega throws a wild shot up. She hits the rim. I think that's all she was trying to do to prevent a shot clock violation. Perez now working between the rings, moves to her left around the screen by Garcia, launches the 3, no.
Well, Perez
Silva, the rebound.
Is playing the 1 right now, but I might put her at the 2 so she doesn't have to worry about the dribbling, but rather the ability to score and pass the ball. So I would play her off the ball a little bit.
Renault, I think that was blocked, partly blocked by Jimena Vega. Bellatine, little spin move, gets to the paint, up off the glass, no.
Good job by Silva rotating.
Renault.
They're making life difficult.
Perez to the right to Silva. Back to Perez around the screen by Renault.
That's just a lousy one-handed pass, had no intention. Perez got to be careful with those.
Now Silva steals it from Porras. 3 on the way from Marquez. That rattles out. Ball out of bounds. It'll go to Peru. Cosmopoulos into the game now, replacing Daniela Porras.
Peru has got to put in their minds to shoot some free throws. So important to draw fouls, and as of yet to shoot a free throw in this, and we are already in the third quarter.
Farfan launches the long 2, misses badly. Perez into the corner for Silva. She launches the 3, no. Rebound Renault. Renault up over Bellatine, that's no good. And the ball slapped away to Farfan, and she gives it to Cosmopoulos. Cosmopoulos trying to get around Ivani Marquez. Farfan on the left side, now back to Cosmopoulos, 8 to shoot. Duarte launches the 3, that misses. Here comes Perez.
Perez plays a 1 because she's got some dribbling abilities. But what that does is it takes her away from playing off the ball and trying to score.
Marquez misses the leaner. You can tell Perez, look at, she's kind of bent over. She's tired from running the point. 5:53 to play, third quarter.
You want to use her ability, her skill, to get something going on a curl or something towards the basket, where she just does 1 or 2 moves and is there for an easy lay. And so far, she's wasting a lot of energy bringing the ball up the court.
Yosimar Corrales into the game, replacing Renault, and Bellatine getting a rest. Perez, 3. That missed badly.
And consequently, that's short. She's also a back paddling, but might be a little bit out of legs as of right here. She's been working hard.
Vega, and now a 3-pointer from Vera, no good. Ivani Marquez the rebound.
Really needed that one. They got to get a couple of buckets.
Still an 11-point lead for Venezuela. Marquez puts up the shot, and she gets fouled by Farfan.
It sounds logical. You score a couple of baskets, is going to help you. Well, what that does, once you see that ball go through your hoops, it energizes your team or energizes your bench. All of a sudden, you go back on defense, and you put in your mind that you're going to get a few stops. So seeing the ball go through the basket helps in many ways.
Marquez gets the free throw to go. 42-30 now. Daniela Wallen getting set to check back in for Venezuela. Both free throws good for Marquez as Wallen replaces Ana Garcia.
Venezuela now showing a 3-2 with traps. I like it.
Mansilla trapped and commits the offensive foul, putting her shoulder into Ivani Marquez.
As soon as that first pass was in, they doubled up. Took Peru completely out of their offense, and Venezuela got rewarded for it. I'd like to see them go back more to it.
5:15 to play, third quarter. 13-point lead for Venezuela. Corrales from 16, swish. Pretty shot there by Yosimar Corrales. And it's now a 15-point lead for Venezuela. I believe that's their biggest of the game. Perez, the baseball pass.
She got it to
go.
go.
Gorgeous passing by Venezuela. That was more of an American football pass that hits the long bomb to Silva. Look at that.
Perez so good off that outlet pass to get it up the floor with the one hand. Silva, beautiful catch and drop off pass.
That's a little touch pass to Corrales, and she scores. And now timeout on the floor taken by Mariano Ivaniki of Peru, finding himself down 17, 4:46 to play third quarter. We're back in Barquisimeto.
Congestionamos el eje y jugamos tranquila. Vamos.
Vamos a uno después, al siguiente. Sigamos corriendo, nos ha servido correr a quitar la pelota. Yo sé que no íbamos a quitar tanta pelota, pero en el 1 tuvimos mejor. Pero sin embargo nos tomaron 2 lanzamientos solos y no nos los deben tomar. ¿Ok? Vamos, arriba.
4:46 to play, third quarter. Venezuela has opened up a 17-point lead, biggest of the game, making the home fans happy. Peru has shot 10 more three-pointers than two-pointers in this game. They have not attempted a free throw. Perez leading the way for Venezuela with 14. Ivani Marquez and Yosimar Corrales each with 11. Porras and Vera each have 10 for Peru.
There's that double again for Venezuela. As Peru shows the high two big man for the horns action, Venezuela doubles off right off that pass.
Silva commits the foul.
And when we say horns action, is a very common movement in basketball where your two bigs come up to about the elbow area and you start your offense from there. We call those horns.
Nice find inside to Mansilla. She kicks it out to Farfan, now to Cosmopoulos. Pass intercepted by Perez. Marquez for three. No good, but the rebound by Silva. Silva.
No look pass to Perez. And I like to see that more per cut to the basket with that big body of her. She can really draw contact in there, and with a nice shot here from the free throw line. I like to see that more from Perez, like I mentioned. Hopefully she can play more off the ball.
She drew that contact and foul from Veronica Cosmopoulos. Perez connects again.
She can really shoot the ball, so free throw an asset for her.
49-30 in favor of Venezuela. Perez making an early bid to be on the all-tournament team. Mansilla travels before she got that pass intercepted.
Venezuela trapping and rotating. And it worked for them as Peru committed the turnover.
You can see her drag that foot on the replay. Nice triangle action by Venezuela. Three on the way from Perez, no good, but the offensive rebound by Wallen, and she scores. 51-30 now in favor of Venezuela.
They starting to get a little bit out of hands for Peru. They seem not to have an answer to close this gap.
Bellatine trying to work on Corrales. Gets to the baseline, now to Vera. Out to Farfan. She launches the three. That's no good. Almost fell in after it went off the shot clock. It would not have counted had it fallen in. Now Vega back on for Peru. She will replace Romina Mansilla. So far, the three best looking teams in this tournament, not much of a surprise. Brazil, Argentina, and Venezuela. Oh, more gorgeous ball movement by Venezuela. Corrales fouled. I believe that's going to be on Maria Bellatine.
You like what you saw from Argentina, as you mentioned. The good ball movement, the patient offense. You saw Brazil with their athletic ability and their deep bench. And now we're seeing Venezuela here led by Perez and her outside shooting. And the home crowd. We're going to have an interesting matchup between Venezuela and Argentina coming up here.
Yep. Talked about the top three teams. You probably have to include Colombia so far in the top four.
And that's who we have tomorrow. We have a Brazil-Colombia matchup.
That'll tell a lot about the Colombian team. Porras right side to Duarte. Back to Porras. Launches the long three. That's good! How about Daniela Porras? Porras now with 13 points.
And that shot was a high arcing shot. You saw it went in, and we almost called that a no-netter because it barely didn't touch the rim. But it might not even touch the net as it had a perfect angle to it.
That one from quite far away. And Peru trailing now by 20, 53-33. Farfan into the corner. Porras on the drive, pulls up off the glass and in. Mariana Duran into the game now for Venezuela. Swings it left side to Silva. Three on the way. That's good. Rosalie Silva answers the three-pointer.
Rosalie Silva, no hesitation. Just catch your shoot. Let it fly, young lady.
56-35. Now Vega into the paint with the left hand off the glass and good.
So 3 buckets on 3 trips here for Peru.
Now a steal by Duarte. Farfan now across to Porras. Porras into the paint. She goes up with the right hand. That got partly blocked, and now the pass intercepted. Silva gets it to Wallen, who hit the cutting Corrales, but she could not handle it, and it's Peru ball. 1:18 to play third quarter. Venezuela on top by 19. Bellatine over to Farfan. Back to Porras. Porras gets her defender in the air, and that's Dayanora Rivas into the game for the first time. And now a blocked shot there by Porras, but she commits the foul. Did not let Dayanora Rivas get the easy bucket. Now Silva sits down as Luisana Ortega comes back on. Free throw no good. Second free throw up and in for Rivas, and it's a 20-point lead, 50 seconds to play third quarter. Bellatine
nice
has it stolen away on the pass by Ortega. Ortega up with the right hand and in.
Ortega really read that well, and she was the first person down the court and almost the first person back.
Well, she wanted to get to her mark in the corner to Porras. Porras steps on the sideline after catching that pass.
And that's how you set the tone. Lead by example. Not just where you see right there, she was recovering. Ortega, she was ready to stop the ball again, and that's how you play, young lady.
That's one thing that players have to understand. If the coach wants you to be an energy player, a defensive player, and then you try to do too much, you're not going to see minutes and then wonder why you're frustrated.
Stick with your role, stick with what you're good in. Everybody has a space on the team. And
nice triangle action there. 3 on the way by Porras, no good.
Don't do anything unexpected.
Score at the end of 3 quarters, Venezuela on top, 61-37. Back with the 4th quarter from Barquisimeto in just a moment. Hola. Venezuela on top as we head to the 4th quarter, 61-37. Vino Tinto outscoring Peru 25-10 in that 3rd quarter. And the defensive clamps for Venezuela have slowly gotten tighter as this game has progressed. They gave up 15 in the 1st quarter, 12 in the 2nd quarter, just 10 in the 3rd quarter. Wallen the rebound.
For Venezuela now, his strategy changed a little bit. You want to make sure you keep things under control. You got the 24-point lead. No need to hurry.
Three on the way from Wallen. No. Rebounded by Porras. Velatin hands off to Duarte. She's guarded by Marielka Garate. First time Garate's been in the game.
Mismatch there was not an advantage as the ball slipped away, but
Duran gets to the elbow. Now Wallen over to Ortega. Three on the way. That's good.
She knew she was going to get that ball to shoot as she ran up from that screen, and a lot of confidence on that three ball.
Dianora Rivas makes it 64-37, a 17-point lead now.
You're talking about sticking with your role. That's exactly what she did.
Porras into the lane, throws up the shot. Does not go, but she draws the foul. That's going to be on Duran. Porras has been working really hard this game. across to the free throw line. 8.5 minutes to play in this one. And is that the first free throw of the game for Peru? It is.
So it did not take them long to go to the free throw line, just 3 quarters and a bit. And that's because they play an outside 3-point shooting game. But you got to mix it up all the time.
Ortega back to Duran.
Talk about mix it up. They mix it up here on the defensive end with the 3-2 zone.
3 on the way from Rivas, no good this time. Wallen the follow, no. Duarte the rebound. Now Vera on the attack, high off the glass, no. She and Duran crash to the floor.
Thought it was enough contact there for a foul.
Now Duran kicks it out to Ortega. Bounce pass. Garate, her shot is no good. Wallen just about had the rebound, but Peru controls. Farfan launches the 3. Now Ortega can't handle the pass.
And you for Peru, hats off to Vega, number 13, 28 minutes, 8 rebounds, but above all, a willingness inside to keep on pushing, keep on playing.
Bellatine left side, gets to the baseline. Now Duarte. Long 3 on the way from Vera, no good. That goes off the shot clock.
A couple of authorities here at the game, and that was just the Minister of Sports of Venezuela coming here to check out the Venezuela team as they make their debut.
And they are mighty impressive so far. Is there anyone associated with basketball in North America or South America that you do not know, Victor?
Well, yes, there's a couple of people, but we hope to meet them soon. You know, it's our job, our mission to make this game grow, give people opportunities, give them some entertainment, and get the message. The good thing about sports is such a good message behind it, and that's our job.
Lorena Garcia on now for Peru as Bellatine sits down. Duarte, beg your pardon, that's Duran. Wallen loses the handle. Here comes Vera. Throws up the wild shot after a little bit of contact.
It's a good job, Ortega, getting back and making things difficult.
Now Ortega, 3 from the other end, bang! Luisana Ortega hits the 3-pointer.
Heads off to Ortega that time. First player getting back on defense, contesting the shot, running the court, and a 3-pointer on the other end.
It's twice we've seen her do that.
Wow.
Cosmopoulos to Vera. Vera gets past Duran, and she'll go to the line for the and 1.
Good job by Rivas, but she was just inside that semicircle, the restricted area. Defensive fouls called and bonus shot coming up.
5 substitutions now on for Venezuela. Corrales, Ivani Marquez, Ana Garcia, Rosalie Silva, and Valesca Perez. All 5 starters back into the game now. Going to get them a little run here in the latter stages of the game.
Get them a little run is right. Coach Oscar Silva, what he's trying to do is, because it's Venezuela's first game, make sure they get into their rhythm, competition, get the rust out of the way.
Second free throw, or rather the and 1 is up and good for Alessandra Vera. 66-42. Silva to Perez. Long cross-court pass to Silva. She launches the 3. Bang! Rosalie Silva continues the 3-point barrage for Venezuela.
Got to be able to follow the ball. As that ball was skipped, Peru never contested the outside shot by Silva.
That's the 10th three-pointer made by Venezuela. They're shooting 45%. Now Silva tried to catch that, tip it back in bounds, reestablish herself, and then save it. Could not quite do it.
But Perez, she got the skill to throw these one-handed full court passes, but you got to be careful because they came a few turnovers, so she got to be able to balance and just go when she's 100% sure she can make it. If she's in a doubt, hold it.
Make her an American quarterback. Silva gets it to fall. Foul on Cosmopoulos. Silva now 14 points.
That time the leak ahead by Silva. Perez recognizes Silva does a good job protecting the ball with her body and finishing on the reverse.
Balanced scoring for Venezuela. Perez has 16, Silva 14 pending the free throw. Yosimar Corrales 13, Ivani Marquez 11. Free throw is good, so Silva now has 15. Porras leading the way for Peru with 17. Alessandra Vera has 13. Only 3 other players have scored for Peru. No one more than 6. Another turnover for Peru. Here comes Perez.
And watch this.
Oh, she fakes the pass. A little Magic Johnson action. Fakes the pass with the right hand, goes up and scoops it with the left hand.
You can just feel it coming with Perez. You know she's going to bring something every time, something flashy.
She is a special player. Perez now with 18. That shot's good.
There's that full court right on the money pass.
Silva's jumper from the baseline, good.
Beautiful full court pass by Perez. I mean, what a precision, what an arm.
32-point lead now for Venezuela, 76-44. And Ivani Marquez comes out. She's moving a little gingerly. She is replaced.
That looks like her lower back there, the left side of the hip, back part. And
you get a look at that pretty play by Perez.
Perez, all kinds of moves on the open court.
Wallen replaces Marquez. 4 minutes to play. Farfan, kick out to Porras. Her three-pointer no good. Silva, another 3. Rebounded by Duarte. Don't forget, coming up 4 games tomorrow. Chile and Paraguay at 11. And the feature match of the day, Brazil and Colombia at 1:15. Then at 4:15, Argentina and Peru. And then at 6:30, the nightcap, Venezuela back in action, taking on Ecuador.
Paraguay today did not knock down a lot of three-pointers, but knocked down when they needed the last couple of possessions and walked away with the win versus Uruguay on a very crucial head-to-head matchup.
Perez connects again. She's got 20. 2 points behind Porras for game-high honors. Porras for 3, no. Perez, another touchdown pass. Look at that. She just drops it right in the bucket. That was unbelievable, that pass.
As you can see, it's very clear something they practice. This is a strategy of them to have Silva leak away on the fast break, and Perez with a baseball arm, with the pitcher's arm.
I don't know. That's more of a quarterback bomb in American football.
Right on the money.
We call that dropping it in the bucket. When you have a receiver, you catch it right over the shoulder, just drops right in. Pretty shot there. By Ana Farfan, she's got 8 now. 2:15 to play. Shot is up and good for Yosimar Corrales. She's now got 15.
And Perez kind of holding back holding the left tie a little bit.
Yeah, and
doesn't look good.
That's a hamstring right there. She commits the foul so she can come out. Now all the starters leave after a pair of Venezuelan players go out with injuries late. Ivani Marquez and now.
Well, hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah.
It's nothing more serious. Perez, the backbone of this Venezuela squad.
So Venezuela, all the subs come in. Now Peru will put in Francesca Proto. Her first action of the game. 19-year-old. Second youngest player on the Peruvian roster. Romina Mancilla is 17. There's Bellatine. Vega bowls over the defender, no call. Duran's hit the deck a couple of times tonight. So Duran thought about the three with a minute 30 left.
With
10 on the shot clock.
Minute 30 left here, Greg. I'm going to do the question now. What do you think? What was today's highlights or what you saw from Paraguay, from Brazil, from Argentina? Those came out with the win.
I thought Paraguay was impressive in coming back late. They didn't trail by much, but they certainly could have kind of packed it in a little bit. Another three. That's by Farfan.
The Argentina squad
Argentina looked very impressive against Ecuador. Brazil equally as impressive against Chile.
Argentina with that full court press and a disciplined offense. Tough game plan.
Just so much balance on this Venezuelan squad as Wallen scores there. Inside of a minute to play now. Multiple players with 10 or more points.
Here in the Sudamericano Femenino, the Women's Championship. Follow all the action at FIBA.com/Americas hashtag Sudamericano 2016.
32 seconds to play. Duran into the front court. Around the screen by Mayerling Landeta. Landeta puts the shot up, misses. Grabbed by Wallen. Vega the rebound. Shot clock off. Game clock now at 10. Farfan running one more offensive set. From just left to the left elbow. No good. Rebound Duran. And that's going to do it. Final score, Venezuela 82. Peru 52. A convincing 30-point win for Venezuela in their tournament opener. The fans show their appreciation as Venezuela takes its opening round game over Peru. This is the 2016 South American Women's Championship from Barquisimeto. An impressive win for Venezuela. Shooting 46% from two-point range, 40% from three-point range, and a very good 14 of 17 from the free throw line. Peru shot more three-pointers than two-pointers. Venezuela out-rebounded Peru 42-26. At one point, Peru was ahead in rebounding. 22 turnovers for Peru, however, 11 steals for Venezuela. Horas, the leading scorer in the game. She had 22. Vega, 9 rebounds for Peru, 4 assists also for Vega. Perez had 20 points. Wallen, 11 rebounds, 7 assists for Perez. As we look at all the scoring for Peru, Bellatine had 2. Porras, as we said, the 22. Farfan, 11. Vera had 13. Vega had 4. For Venezuela, Silva had 17, Corrales 15, Ana Garcia 2, Ivani Marquez 11, Daniela Wallen 4, Luisana Ortega 4, Maria Duran 2, Perez had 20, Renault had 3, and Rivas had 4. 4 players in double figures for Venezuela, and that's tough to defend, Victor.
Yeah, Venezuela just came out firing, hit the three-pointer early, had in the hands of Perez right there.
There's one of those impressive long-range passes.
A lot of skill from her. She cannot knock the outside shot, make the long court pass, and Venezuela looking tough. I like what I see, like you mentioned. They've been practicing for 3 months, and they look like they have established game plan. They walked out here with an impressive win. Gonna go 1-0, and this Group B gonna be open. We look forward to the Venezuela-Argentina matchup a couple of days from now.
Perez had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Ivani Marquez, 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Daniela Wallen, 4 points, 11 rebounds. Rosalie Silva, 17 points and 7 rebounds. So multiple players on Venezuela doing multiple good things in multiple categories. Leading rebounder for Peru was Velatine. She had 5. Once again, the final score, 82-52. Venezuela, an impressive opening game for this 2016 tournament. Peru will go back to the drawing board for tomorrow. Don't forget, we've got 4 games tomorrow. Starting off at 11, Chile and Peru. Followed up at 1:15 by Colombia and Brazil. 4:15, Argentina and Peru. And then at 6:30, Ecuador and Venezuela. For my partner, Victor Mansur, and everybody at FIBA, I'm Craig Feda saying so long from Domo Bolivariano in Barquisimeto, Venezuela. This is the 2016 South American Women's Championship Tournament.